What's the story, guys? Welcome to my first video of this kind. In case you don't know, this is usually a gaming channel and I've never done anything like this before. It's the first time I'm showing my face. I'm kind of nervous about that, but I'm going into my final year of college, so I thought I'd offer my own 2 cents. I see these type of videos every year at this time of year. Now I am recording on a 2-year-old Samsung phone that I got for like €100 at the time, so if the quality isn't great I apologise, but let's see how it goes. First tip is don't get nervous about meeting new people. This is something everyone kind of naturally feels nervous about, making friends and meeting new people and being in a whole new place, but don't sweat it, guys. I was lucky enough that I moved around a good bit as a kid. I moved house a couple of times, I moved primary school, I went into secondary school knowing absolutely nobody. So I had that kind of standing to me. I had a little bit of experience going into college, but what I found was people who are nice, people who take care of their friends, they have a good sense of humour. These type of qualities, they're universal. People will recognise that anywhere in the world. So if you're that type of person, just a good person essentially, don't worry about it. You will make friends. It's gonna happen. So my second tip is to get involved. This is how you're really gonna make friends. Talk to people that you sit beside in class. Talk to them when you're standing out in the hall. When you start college, you've so many things to talk about. Your timetable, your class, just about the person themselves, where they're from, wherever. Get involved in clubs and societies. Do whatever you're interested in. If you play a lot of sports teams in college or university, wherever you want to call it, especially in Ireland, they have fresher teams, so teams just made up completely of first years. So even if you don't go on to play for the whole time you're there, you will make friends in that fresher team that you will keep throughout college. If you're a shy person, someone that maybe struggled to make friends in school or just didn't have a lot of friends, this is a whole time to start new. This is a time for you to get out there and be the person you want to be. And this is starting to sound really cheesy. My third tip is to learn the campus. Now, when you first go to a new college, especially if it's a big campus, it can be fairly daunting. And in a lot of Irish colleges anyway, they have a fairly confusing numbering system. They'll give you a timetable and it'll say D503 and you're standing outside the Larkin building and it's called the Larkin building and you're like, but I have to go to D503, is this the D building? There's no D on the building, it just says Larkin building. What the hell is going on? It doesn't make sense. So if you're lost, just ask somebody in the halls. Don't be afraid. I know a lad in first year who turned up a half an hour late, and this was after like 3 weeks to our class, and he said he didn't know where he was, and he just wouldn't ask anyone because he didn't want people to know he was just a new kid. And he says there was this good looking girl and he didn't want to go up and say something to her, but trust me, we know anyway. We can see the fear on your face and the wide eyes. We know. My fourth tip is to not get into the habit of missing too much class. So when you first go to college and you're given this responsibility all of a sudden that you didn't have in school, it's up to you to go to class. It's up to you to get the work done. Especially if you don't like the lecturer, it can be really easy to just stop going to class and just keep skipping and coming up with excuses and just going off and having a laugh. Try not to do that too much, because if you get into that habit, it's going to get harder and harder as the years go on, and you don't want to be still doing that. Sometimes you just have to sucker up and go to the classes you don't like. Tip number 5, it's okay to change course if you want to. Now, give it time. College courses change a lot over a few weeks, never mind the entire year, and as it goes on it gets more interesting anyway. But if you don't like your course and you're miserable in it, I've been there, it's very hard. When everyone else seems to be enjoying themselves and you're there and you don't feel it, and it can get you really down. And I there was a time when I was really down.
Hello darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again. because a vision softly creeping.
So it's okay if after a few months, like give it at least a Christmas, I'd say, but it's okay if you don't like it. I encourage you to change it to something you do like. It took me 2 attempts to find a course that I like, but now that I did, I absolutely love it. I'm going into my final year. I'm doing quite well. I can't wait to start working. So it's really worth spending the time getting onto the course that you want to do. Number 6 is to enjoy the year. So it's a year really for socialising. If there's class nights out, go on them. That's another great way to meet people. If there's events that you like to look of, go to them. You know, just enjoy yourself. Get out there, meet people, do fun things. Obviously pass your exams because then you'll have to repeat. But it's really a year where you can get away with mistakes, you can recover from them, learn from them. One time I came back from the gym and I had an exam the next day. I got a call, someone asking me to go out, and I was like, yeah, why not? Because I thought I knew the stuff well and I did well in this last exam, so why not? Needless to say, I got very drunk and I woke up in a different county. When I woke up, it was already pretty late, and it was like 40 minutes on the train back to the town, and then it's like another half an hour walk to the college. So I missed that exam altogether. I got away with it in the end because he actually ended up picking the best 2 exams out of the 3 exams he gave us, but I'd already learnt my lesson at that stage. I knew not to go out before anything important again. Tip number 7 is to eat well and keep healthy. It's very easy just to buy cheap pizzas and eat them all the time, but you will start to feel terrible after a while if you keep doing that. So it's really easy to eat well on a cheap budget if you just learn to, maybe shop in the right places, get home brand stuff in the big supermarkets. It's always a lot cheaper than the big brands. A lot of colleges give big discounts on their gym to the students, and a gym's just a great thing to have because college is stressful. Like, it's really fun, but it's also really stressful. And going out and exercising is a great stress relief. It's very good for you mentally, and it's going to help you in the long run. So the next few tips are aimed at people who are also moving out as well as going to college. So tip number 8 is to try your best with your new housemates. So it really is a lottery when you're moving in with people you don't know. You could end up with anybody, but do try your best to get on with them because it does make a big difference to the year if you have housemates that you get on with. What I'd recommend is to go out together straight away. Best way to get to know people. They let their guards down when they drink and you can really get to know each other. Try and spend time with them, just even watching TV or whatever, and get to know them, and hopefully you'll get on with them. You don't always end up that lucky, but hopefully you will. Tip number 9 is to let the little things go. So when you're just getting used to living with people, it's best to let your little pet hates just slide, because when you're used to living with family, sure, you can bring up every little annoying thing and you can be as blunt as you like, but when you're just getting used to living with someone, you're all just getting used to each other, and it's best to let the little annoying habits go because everyone's got them, including you, and there's no point in just bringing up drama unnecessarily. Also, everybody's human, people are going to make mistakes. I know a girl who was from the country and she had one of those steel kettles that you put on the stove at home. Her first day in the new student accommodation, she picked up the electric kettle and put it on the stove and melted it. But everyone in the house found it funny. Even though they had to pay for a new one, it was a good story. They all got a laugh out of it. And it's just things like that and just little things that annoy you. Just let them slide because it's worth it if you get on well with your housemates. Tip number 10 is to clean up. This may be an obvious one, but don't leave a big pile of dirty dishes in the sink. Don't cook something in the kitchen and leave a big mess everywhere. You are living with other people and you have to take them into account. Also, try and organise some sort of cleaning schedule with your housemates. It doesn't have to be a super strict one, but just to keep the house in some sort of decent condition. I've seen some pretty bad houses before, to the point where someone offers you a glass of your drink, you're like, no, it's alright, I don't need it. And it's pretty bad because people they be talking about afterwards that like I don't know how they live there or whatever. So it doesn't have to be the 4 seasons, but if you can't see the floor, clean it. Tip number 11, just add on a one there. Yeah, right there, yeah. Cool. Only have people over that you trust. So you're probably gonna have pre-drinks or you're probably gonna have a party or something like that in your house at some stage. I like having people over for pre-drinks a good bit myself. But only have people there that you trust, or at least if someone's there that you don't know, that they know someone that you trust. So I've been to a lot of parties that have gone out of control, and the houses just get absolutely wrecked. They get destroyed, and it's the people that live there that end up paying for it because they're the ones that are responsible. Obviously, it's okay if your friends want to bring their friends, and it's a good way for big groups to form and stuff like that, but just don't let it get out of hand. I've seen it too many times where people have ended up with these massive parties and just they paid the price for it. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. You don't know how annoying it was recording with this phone. It's really annoying, so frustrating. But I hope you liked it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any more questions or you have a suggestion for another video, leave a comment below. I'll also leave my email and my Twitter in the description, and you can message me there as well. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Why did I leave this so late to record? Don't know how I'm going to end this video.